Yours today latest update about war between Ukraine and Russia. Where the Russian military operation in Ukraine enters in third day. Today Saturday, as the bombing of the capital was renewed and shooting was heard in Independence Square in central caves in the early hours of the day. And warnings from foreign embassies and demands for their citizens to be careful and stay near shelters. And repeated warnings to Ukrainians to go to shelters to protect themselves from the bombing. And the Interfax agency reported that the Russian forces took control of the Kiev hydroelectric power station, and the Russian Defense Ministry confirmed that the army had bombed with cruise missiles vital sites of the Ukrainian army. The Russian media reported that the Ukrainian city of Melitopol had come under the control of the Russian army. It was reported that gunfire was heard near government headquarters in the center of the Ukrainian capital, while the Ukrainian army confirmed an attack on a military base near Kiev, and that Russian forces fired caliber missiles at Ukraine from the Black Sea. The Ukrainian capital is witnessing a disruption in the internet, and eyewitnesses reported the existence of looting in Kiev in conjunction with the of food, especially bread. Ukrainian reported the renewed targeting of the city of Kharkiv, noting that the Kharkiv authorities called on residents to go to shelters, noting that there was a food crisis and a rush to food stores in Kharkiv. The Ukrainian National Security Council announced that the situation in Kiev is under control, stressing that the capital is under the control of the army and the population. While the Ukrainian forces said Saturday that they repelled a night attack launched by Russian soldiers on one of their positions on Victory Street, one of the main arteries in Kiev. The attack was repelled, the Ukrainian army ground forces wrote on Facebook without giving further detail about the location of this confirmation. On the other hand, while the capital Kiev has been under Russian bombardment since the early hours of Saturday morning, Ukrainian president appeared in a live broadcast that appeared through his mobile phone in front of his office in Kiev to address his people by saying, "We will not to lay down. We will defend our land. I am her." The Ukrainian president said, confirming that he would remain in Kiev in the video clip in front of his office in the capital, which was broadcast on Facebook. He added, "I spoke with the French president and weapons and equipment from our partners are on their way to Ukraine. Stressing, I did not ask the army to lay down its arms and withdraw from the field." The Washington Post newspaper quoted reports from the United States Central Intelligence Agency about the presence of Russian snipers in Kiev before the Russian military operation in Ukraine. United States officials had offered Ukrainian President Zelensky to evacuate him so that he would not be captured. The source added that the Ukrainian president rejected the United States offer to evacuate him from Kiev. The Ukrainian president had warned on Friday night that Russian forces would try tonight to seize Kiev, where fierce battles are taking place. There is a special interest in Kiev. We cannot lose the capital, he added. I turn to our defenders, men and women on all fronts. Tonight, the enemy will use all his forces to crush our defenses in the most despicable, cruel, and inhuman way. Tonight, they will try to take Kiev. The Ukrainian president announced that he spoke during the day with several senior Western leaders, including United States President Joe Biden. On the other side, Russian president addressed a firm speech to his people in which he outlined the justification for the attack on Ukraine at a time when his forces were preparing to launch a special military operation. In his speech, he word Nazi and neo-Nazi were repeated 7 times, putting war as a necessity rather than an option, and reminded Russians of the history of the bloody Nazi invasion of the 1940, which cost the Union millions of lives and caused of the loss of strategically important areas. Putin sent a clear message to his we will not allow such a mistake to be repeated. Later, Putin directed in a statement to the leader of the Ukrainian army that reaching an agreement between us will be easier if you take power, explaining that Russia is fighting terrorists and neo-Nazis in Ukraine. So, this is the latest update about it. For more latest report, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.